Hey guys, it's Burnsies RT, and I gotta tell you about my new intake. I love it, I love it, I love it. I've never had an intake perform as well as this, and it's not bullshit. I repeat, it is not bullshit. So the intake that I have, and I gotta tell you about it because it's awesome, is I have the lower half of the Hellcat intake. I don't have the snorkel installed, I just have the lower half as is. And I have installation videos on it if you're interested in watching those. So I have the lower half of the Hellcat airbox. And then I fabricated an intake tube that goes in between the throttle body and the stock airbox. So the stock airbox remains as is with the drop-in K&N air filter. And what makes this different is I have the intake tube completely surrounded by 4-inch silicone intake tube. So I have a 3.5 to 4-inch elbow, and then I have an aluminum pipe connecting that with the reducer that goes to the stock airbox. But what I did and improved on is I bought a 4-inch silicone tube that goes in between the elbow and the reducer. And what this has done is it has completely insulated the engine bay heat from absorbing into the intake air. I'm telling you guys, the tube after running my motor for an hour or two is warm at best. It's not hot at all. And I can prove it and demonstrate it by showing you guys a 3-minute straight clip of me documenting my intake air temperatures during city driving after a full warm-up. So what I did was I ran my motor for probably about a mile or two, got it up to 197 degrees operating temperature, which is what my thermostat's set at. Once I reached that temperature, I started recording what my intake temperatures are. And I apologize for the shakiness because I just couldn't think of any other way to do it. So I'm documenting my intake temperatures, and I maintain 3 degrees within ambient temperature for 3 straight minutes until I come to a stop. And then once I come to a stop, you can see how long it actually maintains that 3 degrees within ambient just sitting idle. It's pretty impressive. I couldn't be happier. And the best part about it is the performance gains. Now I know typically you don't gain much performance from an intake. However, with this intake, I remove the accordion from the stock intake, increase the diameter a little bit, and especially with the Hellcat lower half, it's a smooth intake draw from the beginning to the end, minus the top half of the airbox because I still run the stock, but it's smooth as silk all the way through. And I'm telling you, the performance on the low end and mid torque are especially improved. It's incredible. I can't wait to do 0 to 60 times and other documentation on it. But as you can see with these documented intake temperatures, that it maintains cool air almost all the time. Even with a heat-soaked engine bay, it maintains cool temperatures. And it's all because of how cool I'm able to keep the intake tube. And when I compare the intake tube, when I put my hand on it versus even the stock plastic tube, I have to somehow find a way to measure the temperature, because it's got to be 20, 30, 40 degrees different. I mean, I can put my hand on the silicone tube after running it an hour and it's barely warm to the touch. I mean, no joke. I mean, it's amazing how well it's insulated. So I just want to show you guys and tell you guys how excited I am about my intake, and I will no longer be doing any other intake videos because I found the one that works for me and that's awesome, kicks ass, and I'm done with my search for all time. That's how happy I am with this intake. So mark my words, no product reviews on any aftermarket intakes, because in my opinion, I found the best that isn't the leg maker. So hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. And here are those intake temperatures. Absolutely marvelous. Talk to you soon, guys. Take care. Alright, so fully warm. Doing pretty good. Let's open her up. Damn Prius. This is legit awesomeness with these intake temperatures. Upper 70s, riding 3 degrees within ambient. And as you can see, I mean, I opened it up, spun the tires, been driving here a couple minutes, and it's still right there at 3 degrees, and we're not going crazy fast. And yeah, I could not be happier with these air intake temperatures. This new intake is awesome. Alright, so I'm coming to a stop here. So we'll see how long it retains these temperatures, just to kind of give an idea. I gotta kill this radio here. Alright, so let's see how long it takes before it goes up. I mean, this is pretty incredible. That pipe is so well insulated. My intake temperatures are just sticking right at 3 degrees. I mean, this is awesome. There we go. Finally got up a couple degrees. But as you can see, guys, I mean, this is a few minutes at full temps, and we are just maintaining